Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. It takes an expert cameraman who has been taking sports photos for years to capture that one perfect moment. Some of the perfectly timed sports videos from different events around the world are so ridiculous, they are truly marvels in their own right. Here are 10 sports videos taken at the right moment that will put a smile on your face. Number 10. Game winner. In 2019, all of Portland got lost in Dame time. In the middle of a sea of bodies, Portland's all-star guard looked up and stared at the cameras, creating a perfect moment for the NBA's digital age. Lillard had just made a shot that ended Oklahoma City's season, a shot that would echo around the whole basketball world. It was Game 5 of the first round of the NBA playoffs. The Blazers led the series 3-1 over Oklahoma City, who was considered the favorite before the series began. Portland had fought back from down 15 points in the fourth quarter to tie Game 5 at 115. Damian Lillard, with 47 points, brought the ball up the court and Rip City waited. Lillard, who had already made 9 three-pointers in the game, stood near mid-court as the clock ticked down. With 2 seconds left, the Blazers All-Star pulled up from 37 feet and let it fly. Rip City held its collective breath before erupting with excitement and disbelief as the ball fell through the net and the buzzer sounded.
Lillard, long-range three.
It was the perfect moment to be caught on camera. Game over, and Blazers won 118-115. Damian's stone-cold face was also caught on camera, and it is one of NBA's most iconic recent memories. Number 9. Rebound touchdown. Tennessee Titans quarterback Marcus Mariota unintentionally called his own number in the third quarter of an AFC wildcard game against the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium in 2018. With under 7 minutes to play in the quarter, Mariota dropped back to pass on 3rd and goal from the Kansas City 6-yard line. The 24-year-old scrambled for several seconds before delivering a throw into the end zone that Chiefs cornerback Darrelle Revis tipped. Mariota refused to quit on the play as he caught the deflected ball and then dove into the end zone himself for a touchdown that decreased Kansas City's lead 21-9.
Very close.
Before the extra point that made it 21-10. The Titans rallied for an exciting 22-21 road victory, and the lucky touchdown served as the catalyst for that win. Per NFL research, it was the first time a quarterback completed a touchdown pass to himself since Brad Johnson did it in 1997. Number 8. Audi model. Flirting and acting weird around girls never goes away, even if you're the biggest soccer star in the world or the second biggest for some. Cristiano Ronaldo was caught staring and flirting with a model at an Audi event, even though he had one of the hottest women on planet Earth, Irina Shayk, as his girlfriend waiting at home. Ronaldo actually looks intimidated by the Audi girl. Unfortunately for him, not that he did anything wrong, all the time there's a camera pointed at him. He probably had some explaining to do back home because girls don't usually feel too happy about their man glaring and staring at other girls. This wasn't the only time Ronaldo was caught flirting and glaring at women. At a practice game with his national team Portugal, he was caught flirting with a woman in the stands who seems to be flaunting her body for him. He even brings his teammate over to show him too and asks her to call him. And later, when the woman arrives on the pitch, he goes up to her and hugs her. How easy it must be to pull off women when you're famous. Number 7. Leap of faith. You could say that Toronto's Chris Coughlin was just trying to fly like Superman. Or perhaps he's a fan of the singer Seal, who had the song I Believe I Can Fly. Whatever the case, Coughlin scored a run in Toronto's 6-5 win in 11 innings over the Cardinals in 2017 that was simply amazing. It started when Coughlin entered the game as a pinch hitter, drawing a one-out walk. Kevin Pillar then hit a ball to the right field corner, and as Coughlin approached third, the ball had arrived well before him, but nobody expected the acrobatic routine that followed. Coughlin dove into the air, avoiding the tag, and for a brief moment, flew above Molina. Coughlin was headed for a crash landing, but then part of his body made contact with Molina's helmet, which caused enough of an angle he was able to pull off a mid-air somersault. The play was the most memorable highlight in the wild game and it successfully made it to baseball history books. Number 6. Eye full of tennis. The Americans are fond of warning each other not to take your eye off the ball. The young ball boy on the court with tennis star Bethany Maddock really followed up on that advice after he was seen staring at something altogether different. He was caught on camera staring at the player's chest. It almost looks like he is in disbelief, but at least the cheeky youngster got rewarded with a smile back from the friendly tennis player. Number 5. Broken trophy. Broadcaster Jason Witten had a day to forget at the 2019 Pro Bowl. The former NFL tight end is part of ESPN's Monday Night Football broadcast team that often received criticism for mistakes. When Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes threw a touchdown pass to Colts tight end Eric Ebron, Witten said that Ebron had been Mahomes' guy all year. But why would a Chiefs quarterback intentionally throw to Colts players at any point in the year? The embarrassment didn't end there. The highlight of the day was when he broke the trophy in half. Yes, you heard that right. During the MVP presentation to Mahomes and Jets safety Jamal Adams, Witten appeared to break the trophy as he picked it up in a completely wrong way. What kind of animal picks up a beautiful trophy like that? Number 4. Ball boy tripping. Tennis is a simple sport. It's just two players on a court playing, and in the end, the winner is either Nadal or Federer. But sometimes, the audience gets to witness something very funny and unlikely. In this video, a young boy can be seen lobbing balls at Spanish tennis ace Nicolas Almagro before diligently collecting the two rolled back at him. He spins on the spot and sprints back to his place beside the umpire. But the overexcited kid trips emphatically, and with his hands firmly behind his back, he can't help but crash headfirst into the advertising board. His recovery is admirable though, standing up straight as if nothing happened before Almagro spins around, wondering where the noise came from. No one seemed to notice, even the commentator ignored it, but the internet couldn't resist. The clip has been shared by thousands on social media, making memes out of this ball boy. Who said being a ball boy is an easy job? Whatever the case, the moment was pretty funny, and we are glad the cameraman caught it at the right time. Number 3. Pigeon bound. Leave it to the Australians to come up with some funny moments involving animals or birds. With Collingwood cruising over North Melbourne at the MCG, Pies skipper Scott Pendlebury made a break in the center of the park during the third quarter. However, as he went to bounce the ball, an unsuspecting pigeon didn't exactly have its sideline in check. As Pendlebury threw the ball down to the turf, the pigeon found itself in an uncompromising position and copped the brunt of the bounce. Watch the epic Pendles versus Pigeon moment yourself.
He bounced his way through them.
By all reports and replays, the pigeon was reported fine and lived to splash bird dirt on cars and unfortunate pedestrians for years to come. It was a luckless day for North Melbourne, who was being beaten from pillar to post by Collingwood, but the video really was the highlight of the game. Before we get into today's subscriber pick, we have an honorable mention for you. Michelle Ginecca, a 27-year-old Australian hurdler, was warming up with other competitors in the 2012 IAAF World Championship in Barcelona when she was suddenly caught on camera. The cameraman noticed that while all the other athletes were simply stretching before the race, beautiful Ginecca was dancing around and posing to the camera. Maybe she believed it would bring her good luck because she eventually finished 5th in Barcelona. Her pre-race warm-up before the 100-meter hurdles race was posted online and became viral overnight. One of her clips that were uploaded received 19 million views by the following week. We have to say, she deserves every bit of attention she is getting. And with that, it's now time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber. If you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it on a future video. Number 2. This is a picture of Czech runners from 2015. In a rally race, the Czech Republic had an amazing record, but the women were even more amazing. A cameraman did not waste any second in recording every moment of those runners, and the best one came when all of the runners sat on the ground resting. With so much exposure, this team got really famous overnight, too. They definitely have our support. What about you? Number 1. 2 decades have passed since the last time a French player has won the home Grand Slam singles. The path to Mary Pierce's first and unique Roland Garros singles trophy, which she lifted in 2000, is remembered by everyone. That too for something specifically eye-pleasing. In the quarterfinals, Mary Pierce faced USA's Monica Seles in a match that has left a sizable impact on the world's most famous red courts. Pierce booked her place in the semifinals and offered to the world a hit that will hardly be forgotten. Taking advantage of a desperate backhand from the French, Seles hit a drive volley from inside the service area. As her last resource, Pierce executed an air tweener. The ball lobbed Seles and kissed the opposite singles line, earning the French an ovation from the packed stands. The whole thing was caught perfectly on camera, and even after 20 years, it is still one of the most iconic tennis shots ever taken. What do you think about this list? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.